Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video is week 2 of 60 books in 60 days. If you don't know this already, I was inspired by Gina Lillian. Her channel and her 60 books in 60 days playlist will be in the description below. This week I'm 3 books behind, so this week I've got to try and catch up. So by the end of this week I should have read 10 books. We'll see if I do it, but let's just get right into the video. So I have an update for you all and I have finally finished my Dark Romeo. I think I'm going to land on a 3.5 star just because the beginning I weren't too sure about it. I was like, I don't know if I'm liking how this is starting and how the arranged marriage has like come about. I don't know. I didn't know how to feel about it. But then the further we got into the story, the better it got. At first I didn't like the main male character at all. He quite frankly was a douchebag. And also the female main character, she just irritated me. I don't know what it was. Then obviously, like I said, the further we got into the story, the better the characters got. Obviously there's a lot of character development. At first I didn't feel the connection, but the further we got into the story, again I did start to feel the connection between the characters a little bit more. I don't know, it was one of those where it did take a while for things. This batch is going to die, but I just wanted to let you know I finished and I'll try and talk to you more about it tomorrow. Okay, so it is the 11th of February and I thought I'll just do a quick update because I'm not gonna lie, I had a busy day. I am so tired right now that I have only read 44 pages when I had like a bit of spare time of the breakup tour. Yes, I also started this. See, that is how tired I am. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm stressed right now because now I'm 4 books behind. I am gonna have to start like using some audiobooks for the books that I obviously physically own, because I don't know how I'm actually going to get through this otherwise. But yeah, that is just the quick update I was going to do. And I wanted to do an update because I want to film it at least every single day with something. So yeah, I did read 44 pages. I didn't even finish the chapter, which is so unlike me. But I would say I'm like it so far, but obviously I'm not far into it. I would definitely say that considering we're 44 pages in, it's definitely packed with too much information at times. Like, it's a lot of information dumping. I'm gonna go. That was my little update. I will talk more tomorrow hopefully, but I need to go and get some sleep because I feel like I am going a little bit delusional right now. Okay, so I thought I'd do an update as I'm flying through this book currently. Like I said last night, I'm reading the breakup tour and I've been reading for about an hour-ish and I'm already on page 186. I don't have much left. It's definitely easy to get through. I'm not finding it hard at all, but there's a few issues that I have where sometimes there's just way too much detail describing things I just feel like isn't really necessarily needed, and sometimes it could just be too much. And considering it is kind of like a short book, it's 222 pages, I'm not really finding a connection between the characters currently. I'm finding it very difficult, but I think one of the reasons is because I feel like our main male character Max is kind of piggybacking off of Riley's fame. Like, he obviously wanted to do music when he was in college and when they was dating and everything, and that's fine, but then he decided to quit music, run his like family business, and now because Riley asked him a favour, can she share with the world that, you know, the song is written about him? Originally he said no, and now he's saying yes, just because his family was like, you deserve more, you want to do music, yada yada. So I do feel like I get why he's doing it this way, but I just feel like it's a bit of a piggyback, like he's using her fame to get his own fame now, and I'm just not liking that. And I think that's why I'm finding it hard to find a connection, because I just kind of feel like he's using her in a sense. He's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like made obvious like that. I think that is just how I'm feeling about it currently. Before I even read it and I read the back, I was like, I just don't know if this is going to be done right, and I just feel like it isn't. I don't know, just my opinion so far. But I think I might be able to finish this in the next hour or maybe even less. So I am going to finish this and then I can give you all an update. So I've just finished reading the breakup tour. Honestly, that last half took me less than half an hour, or about half an hour. This book is so quick to read. It's very fast paced. Honestly, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I loved the concept of like music and the fame. It's just I had a little bit of a problem with, you know, feeling like main male characters kind of using her for the fame, but it did kind of revive itself near the end. I mean, I obviously still feel that a little bit, but all I'm gonna say is, like, I can't really say much without spoiling it, but it redeemed itself a little bit because obviously he kind of showed that it wasn't just for the fame and that he did truly love her and that he truly did want a second chance. I'm undecisive of whether to rate it like a 2.75 or 3 star. I did like it. Like I said, it was a very quick read. It didn't take me long at all. I pretty much read it in one sitting, obviously 44 pages in when I started reading. I don't think I can get my thoughts across without spoiling too much, but all I'm saying is there was redemption near the end. I still find it hard to feel a connection between the characters. I don't know what it was. I just felt like, I don't know, I didn't feel it at all. I didn't feel like they truly loved each other, really. But I don't know if that was just because obviously it's a second chance romance, so obviously they've been separated for 10 years. I just felt like everything was rushed because one minute like they're just friends and then the next minute it's like back to music, and then they're like, oh no, we can't do this, and then all of a sudden they're kissing, and then they're like, oh no, we're just friends, and you know, it's all over the place kind of like that, and it's just, it got a bit crazy. But I'm not saying it's bad. I would recommend that you read it and give it a go. I think I'm going to rate it 3 stars because I did like it. I did actually enjoy my time reading this. It wasn't really a time where I was like, I want this to be over, I need it to be over type thing. So I'm going to rate it 3 stars. I'm not sure what I'm going to read next, but I am kind of leaning towards Consider Me by Beck and Mac. But then I'm like, I'm 3 books behind now, so I'm thinking of maybe trying to find something a bit shorter that I can like fly through before getting to this, because I mean, this is almost like 500 pages. So I'm thinking maybe putting this on hold for now, even though I'm really looking forward to it and I really want to read it, and trying to catch up with the books that I'm behind on a little bit more. So I might choose some quick snappy reads that I can just, you know, quickly fly through. So yeah, that is my little update. I'm going to start my next read maybe in a little bit. I'm just going to take a bit of break from reading and obviously like get ready for the day and actually start my day, because I literally woke up early and then started reading. Oh no, then I quickly went down, grabbed food, then started reading. So I haven't really done much today, so I do need to like, you know, properly start my day. I am going to stop talking and I'll be back with you all later once I have decided and started my next book. Okay, so I didn't do any more updates yesterday like I said I would, because I didn't do much more reading because it just became a busy day and I was just too tired, I'm not gonna lie. I did get 4% into Good Boy by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen, but then I did also start Consider Me, but I'm literally like 2 pages in. Yeah, literally 2 pages in, and to be fair, I'll probably just restart that because when I started this I was just way too tired to the point where words just weren't going into my brain. And apparently 4% is like 8 pages in on my Kindle. I do obviously own a physical copy of this book, but it's in the other room because I'm reading it on my Kindle. And then I also decided last night before bed I was going to listen to a bit of my audiobook, and I listened to a little bit of If Love Had a Price by Anna Huang. So that's like the audiobook listen that I've currently got going. So I have 3 books on the go so far, technically 4 including Binding 13, but the ones I'm focusing on, there's 3. I am 3 books behind, but I've also got to read today's book, so I have got a lot of reading to get done. But I've just finished doing all the stuff I wanted to get done. It's currently 4:39 p.m. and I'm going to just sit and I'm just going to try and read as much as I possibly can get through right now. I am watching Donna's sprints from Donna Marie Reads, so I'm hoping that these sprints will help me stay focused and get through quite a bit of reading. That is what I am going to get doing now. I think I'm going to focus on Good Boy by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen, and hopefully I can fly through this one a little bit. Okay, little update. I am 187 pages into Good Boy, which is 60%. I'm not going to talk too much about this book because this book is for another video that you wouldn't have seen currently. So I'm not going to say all my thoughts, but all I'm going to say is this book is not for me. I am bored and I can't wait for it to be over. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into too much details. I'll be back once I finish this book for this vlog specifically, as I can't really tell you details because it is for another vlog and obviously I don't want to ruin that. So I'll be back once I have finished this one and I am hopefully starting another one. So I finished A Good Boy yesterday. I just didn't end up updating or anything. I am not going to talk about this book too much because there's going to be my review in another video, which I know is annoying because like you're here for all the books I'm reading and stuff, but all I'm gonna say is I thought I was gonna love this one more than what I did, and that's all I'll say about it. But hopefully you'll be seeing my thought on March 2nd. But I wish I could say more. I just don't want to ruin it. But yeah, that is my little update. I also this morning started reading That Kind of Guy on my Kindle. I haven't got far into it, I don't think. I've only got 9% into that, and then I have listened to some more of If Love had a price last night as well, so I'm kind of all over the place with my reading currently, but I'm gonna try and sit down and I'm just going to try and like read as much as I can. Okay, so it's now the 15th of February and I have just finished editing the clips that I've already got for this week, and I've realised how bad I have been because I've only got 10 minutes of footage, but that's because I haven't been really doing well with my reading or I haven't really been updating. This week has been a mess, I'm gonna proudly say that, but I have 3 books to update you on. The next book I read after Good Boy was That Kind of Guy, and I did finish this pretty much in one sitting. I finished this yesterday and I decided to rate it 3 stars. I really love this small town and the plot of the story. The characters are so cute. I did feel the chemistry in this book, which I have noticed. I like to say I haven't felt the chemistry with the characters a lot, but it's true, I've been struggling with that recently, but I did feel the chemistry between the characters. And this is Boy Falls Fur, and I don't know why, but I do like those type of books. I feel like there's always like more of a connection, as I feel like it's not, I don't want to say I feel like it's not done often enough. At least for me, it's rare that I read one like that, I think. But yeah, I just really enjoyed this. I would definitely say that considering it's a short book, there was parts where I felt like it was being dragged on a little bit, where I was like, okay, this isn't needed, or you don't need to be doing all this type thing. So I wish it, you know, some of that was cut out or it was sped up a little bit. But honestly, I had no problems with this. So on average, 3 stars. It was cute, it was fun, and obviously I love a small town romance, and obviously this is also fake dating. And then I listened to the audiobook for If Love Had a Price, and I decided to rate this 2 stars. I also finished this yesterday. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to feel about this one. I just think generally this series isn't for me. I love all of Anna Huang's other works, but obviously this is her debut series. We say it's the first thing she wrote, and you can tell with the writing style and everything like that. I don't know, I just feel like the series might not be for me, and that is okay. I'm going to say the plot, I enjoyed the plot. The characters were okay. Honestly, there was nothing that I loved about this, and I think if I didn't listen to the audio, I definitely would not have been able to get through this. And then today, for today's book, I ended up finishing If We Were Perfect, also by Anna Huang. And again, this one, the plot was all over the place, honestly. There was some things where that was forgotten, and it's like, this was an important thing in the book, why has it been forgotten? And just some things weren't finished, or some things didn't make sense, and it confused me. The characters also, yeah, that was okay. I'm gonna find this series average, but honestly I think I don't like the series in general. But I must say that the couple in both of these books are better than the first 2 books, so that is going to be a positive. So that now makes it so that I am 2 books behind, because obviously yesterday I ended up reading 2 books, and I think 2 books is more dealable. I mean, there's no difference between 2 or 3, but I think I can proudly finish 2. I don't know what I'm going to be reading tomorrow, as I do kind of have a busy part of the day, but I'm going to try and vlog and read as much as I possibly can. I'm going to purposely make it a reading day. Well, I'm going to try to, at least. I don't know what I'm going to read next, because I'm still in, well, not in the middle, but I am, I think 60% pages into Consider Me still, and I haven't read any more of that, so I might try and finish that. Obviously Binding 30 I'm in the middle of. I would like to finish at some point, but honestly I don't know when, and that I'm not going to make that a priority. I'm going to try and maybe find the shortest book on my physical TBR to try and accomplish the 2 books that I am behind. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to read, but I'll update you all tomorrow once I know what I'm going to be reading. So it's now Sunday, and I thought I would do an update, as obviously it's now the end of the week and I have read some more books since. Unfortunately, I've been really terrible with this vlog, so it is obviously a shorter one, and you probably don't get much seeing me reading, you just see the update. But hopefully I will get better at this vlogging thing and reading thing next week. A good thing is I'm now all caught up on my reading. Yay for me, because I was very stressed. Now I'm back on track, and I feel like, you know, I'm less stressed. Last night I read Hex and the City. I thought that this was a cute read. It is perfect for fall, so if you're looking for a fall read during fall, which you obviously will be, then I recommend this one. I did rate it 3 stars. The best part of this book is the different types of witches. I found that it kept the story very interesting, and I didn't find myself getting bored during this book at all. And I think that helped, because it wasn't just like one type of witch. I was able to do different things. It was witty and filled with great chaos. This is the type of book that is easy and light-hearted to read, so I did read it in one sitting. It was very easy to just fly through. Considering it is 400 pages, I'd recommend. And then I read The Burning by Laura Bates. Now this one I rated 1 star. I was kind of expecting, I was expecting to DNF it. Now I probably would have, but the only thing is, obviously I was trying to catch up with the books I was behind, so I was like, I don't really want to DNF, I want to catch up. Because I was listening to the audiobook of this and playing Sims, I was like, you know, I'm just going to listen to the audio, it's fine. It's not like I was just listening to the audio or physically reading it. Based on the back of the book, I bought it thinking that it was a completely different storyline. So when you read the back, you think one thing, but then once you actually start reading it, you realise it's actually about witches, which I didn't realise. And what probably didn't help was the fact that I just finished reading a witch's book and then I go into another one, but it doesn't clarify that at all. Like, you don't know that this book is about witches unless you go on Goodreads and then it tells you that it is. That was a shocker to me. I was expecting this to be like mystery thriller type thing, and it just obviously wasn't that. I feel like it does have a good message, like the book itself, it does have a good message to it, but I just think that the writing style wasn't for me. And the one thing about this book was the fact that it was YA, and I just don't enjoy YA books. I just feel like I have obviously outgrown YA books now, so I just feel like that also played a part within my rating. I was a little bit disappointed by this one just because I wasn't expecting it to be what it is about. It's just not clear on the back. So those were the two books I was behind. And then I read today's book, so that is why I'm all caught up, and I read Roomies by Christina Lauren. Now I've literally just finished this one, so I haven't really had time to sit on my thoughts or anything, but I do think I'm going to rate this 3 stars. I love Christina Lauren's book, and this was like, I don't think it was their first, but it's like one of their more recent ones. More like first one, closer to their first one. But yeah, I obviously love the writing style. I just love Christina Lauren books in general. I did actually enjoy the characters. I love the plot of this as well. It was definitely different from what I normally read. It is about a main male character and he's actually in the country illegally. I've never read anything about that before, so that is why they are having to marry. Actually, I've skipped. So we have our female main character. She lives in this apartment and she always sees this guy singing by the apartment, and then she gets in trouble. He helps her. She thanks him, and then eventually she's like, oh, I'm going to ask my uncle to kind of like sign you up to a label type thing. He starts getting a bit of fame and something about Broadway and then obviously he can't be at Broadway if he's in the country illegally. She decides, oh, to help you, I'm going to marry you. But obviously she has her own like she wants to marry him because she likes him type thing. Anyway, that is the basis of the story. I hope I didn't just ruin anything, but I just basically said what is on the back of the book. I did enjoy this one, 3 stars. It was a quick read and I enjoyed it. So that was the conclusion of this week. Like I said, I feel like I didn't do well with this vlog at all, but hopefully next week I will do better. But thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. The playlist for the 60 books in 60 days is in the description below if you would like to watch the whole series, and leave this emoji if you're watching to the end, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.